Wow.
Another individual,
Listen to this,
26
guys.
at the time
Everything is
of the
coming
occurrence,
out in
was
2024,
picked up
just like Cat Williams said.
allegedly by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport. Was given one drink in the SUV and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her and her ankle, where she then went to the hospital. She was missing her underwear and her shoes. Another instance, the individual, this time not a minor, was attended a group dinner, allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant, but whatever she drank at the table, apparently, at least according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out and she woke up in the same bed, again, allegedly with Mr. Combs, in his mansion in Miami. Her and her ankles were torn and sore.
Rumors are now flying around that Ellen knew about those parties, participated in them, and even helped cover them up. Believe it or not, some are even speculating that Diddy and Ellen might have had a hand in the death of Ellen's ex-wife, Anne Heche. Anne passed away on August 11, 2022, after getting involved in a ghastly car crash and being hospitalized for a week. However, in light of all the new attention Ellen has been receiving, fans are starting to notice that there are some things about Anne's death that don't add up. Firstly, the autopsy results showed that Anne had traces of substances in her body, but these substances were not active at the time of her death, meaning she had taken them days or even weeks before she passed away. However, reports from the accident resulting in her death sound like something you would expect from someone who was high on something. On August 6th, CCTV footage picked Anne getting involved in 3 different car collisions in the Mar Vista neighborhood of Los Angeles. The first collision happened after Anne smashed into an apartment garage, causing minor damage. Anne fled the scene, and after having such an experience, it would make sense for Anne to drive more carefully or even park her car and get an Uber or get someone to come pick her up, right? Well, Anne didn't do any of that. Instead, she kept driving at full speed, smashing into another car and almost hitting a pedestrian in the process. And she still didn't stop there. Anne got involved in a final crash where she drove her car straight into a building, breaking the wall and getting stuck there with the car and house on fire. By the time paramedics got to her, Anne had sustained severe burns and inhaled so much smoke that she immediately fell into a coma. Her body was kept for a week while her organs were harvested for donation, as she had always wished before she finally passed away. Now, what people still can't understand about all this is that if Anne was not on or drunk at the time of her accident, why was she driving crazy like that? Why didn't she stop after the first crash? Was she running from something or being chased by someone? There are so many unanswered questions, but people on the internet have speculated that Anne might have been running for her life because Diddy and Ellen were trying to take her out for knowing too much. It's not a secret that Anne and Ellen didn't exactly end their relationship on friendly terms. When they first started dating in 1997, the blogs couldn't get enough of them. They were even described as the world's first gay super couple.
Like, I'm gay. I just all of a sudden felt, oh, I love. Wow, this is new. I don't feel like there was never an inkling or something, or I don't feel like, wow, all of a sudden I've had an epiphany. The only epiphany I had was that I'm in love with Ellen. Oh, and that was amazing. But that's one of the things that's so unique about this. Everybody is so individual and so different and so wonderful in their own way. This was how God wanted me to be. So I'm just glad I found her.
Right. It's just, I had heard.
However, they also faced a lot of backlash from people who believed they were faking being gay for clout. Anne got the worst of it, though. The Toronto National Post wrote this scathing remark about her: Ellen is dating a hideously dressed conehead. This put immense strain on their relationship, which led to them breaking up in 2000. According to Ellen, it was the first time her heart got broken. She told the LA Times, "She walked out the door and I haven't spoken to her since. I don't have the answer."